Hello, my name is Evan. I'm one of the ministers from St Mary's Anglican Church. And today we are reading John 1, verses 43 to 51. We're rounding out the first chapter. After 2 weeks of being in the first chapter, we've seen lots of really good things. We've read some really powerful and interesting and captivating passages. And now we're going to finish off with the calling of Philip and Nathanael. As you can see, I didn't manage to find anyone to read with today, but it's okay. I will for the next couple. But how about you and I? Let's read together. John 1, verse 43. The next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, "Follow me." Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael and told him, "We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph." "Nazareth? Can anything good come out of there?" Nathanael asked. "Come and see," said Philip. When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said of him, Here is a true Israelite, in whom there is nothing false." "How do you know me?" Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, "I saw you while you were still under the fig tree, before Philip called you." Then Nathanael declared, "Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel." And Jesus said, "You believe because I told you I saw you under the fig tree. You shall see greater things than that." He then added, "I tell you the truth. You shall see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man." I really like this passage. It is really cool. The things that, I guess, the light bulbs for me, the things that stick out, is, I guess, what Nathanael says in verse 46, can anything good come out of Nazareth? And it sticks out to me because I guess we have our own little opinions about, what the world is like and what different parts of Sydney is like. And so, we very, very well might be willing to say, or even perhaps when I lived in the Shire, and our very much misinformed opinions of the rest of Sydney, and perhaps if I'd known what St Mary's was, I probably would have said, "Can anything good come out of St Mary's?" And if you moved into the area, you might have said the same. We certainly said the same about Mount Druitt and Penrith. It's here in the Bible, people making the same, I guess, I don't know what this is, assertion? A questioning? I have a second light bulb because I'm a bit cheeky. The second light bulb is just how quickly Nathanael believes in Jesus. And it doesn't take much, but he goes from questioning, being quite speculative, to believing in Jesus very quickly. And that sticks out to me, especially after Jesus says he's a true Israelite. Okay, question. I do have a question. And my question is to do with verse 51. I'm not heaps sure what to do with this, particularly the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man. I think the first thing that comes to mind for me is Jacob's ladder. So there's a ladder or a staircase, and angels are going up and down to heaven. But here it is the Son of Man. I'm not really sure what to do with this. I'll probably read a commentary after this and just kind of figure it out. But comment below if you think you know what that means, or if you have an understanding of what that means. My application brings me back to verse 46. And it comes from a sinfulness of, I guess, assuming particular things or judging in a particular way. I don't want to ask questions of particular things or people based on false assumptions or based on no reasoning whatsoever. And so I see what Nathanael does here, and even though he's very quick to rectify his action, I feel that I would have probably said the same thing. And so I would like to work on, and I will pray after this, that I will be less judgmental and more loving, and quicker to love, quicker to hear, rather than be dismissive and speculative, especially based on geographical location. The arrow for, the speech bubble for me. What am I going to say to people? I think this one could be kind of fun. We could talk about, where do you think Jesus would be born today? How would you feel about Jesus being born, in St. Mary's or in Mount Druitt, in a really like a much poorer part of Sydney, rather than growing up in the eastern suburbs or in the northern suburbs or even in the Shire? Where would Jesus come from? Because in the Bible, he comes from this backwater little town called Nazareth. That might be a really interesting way to start a conversation. Keen to hear from you. I will go through the comments and read the things that you guys type in, so please go and do that. Keen to hear for your light bulb, your question mark, your application, and your speech bubble. What do you think of and where you're going to take this passage? Grace and peace to you.